I thought there was a helicopter coming over us. Oh, there it is over there. It's kind of stable in the air. So today's topic is about light and justice primarily, and letting your light shine, and when there's good light, putting it on a lampstand. And today it looks like we have a challenge for light for the sunrise with all the cloud. It's a lovely thing when you see the journalists and media working well to share good stories of good things people do. That's letting light shine. Maybe it's a good thing to thank. You know, you see your favorite newspaper that oftentimes has too many bad stories, and you see a good story, you should say, thank you for putting out this good story, to reinforce that, because that little encouragement might get them to realize that people need more of that light, that daily sunrise in their lives. Good morning. Did you have your swim? Did you have your swim?
Yeah.
Good.
That's great.
Absolutely. So the last pilgrims were here. I think that people didn't expect they would see much sunrise this morning of the sun disk. So maybe what we should do is we can just take a little walk around the site. I don't like leaving the sunrise when it's there, the sun disk. Today our volunteers have gone walking from Kibbutz Lavi, which is about halfway of the Jesus Trail from Nazareth to Capernaum. And they're walking already in the early hours. They were supposed to be walking from about 5 o'clock this morning. And there was a birthday party yesterday for a couple of our people last night, but they were up early this morning to head out at 4:30. Just checking back here in case there's any major opening in the sky. Here you can see all the olives coming for the olive harvest. One thing I didn't comment on for a long time was about the height of the lake. But I might just mention now that I remember, we were talking about it yesterday as well. There was somebody did a report recently on local television here in Israel that the lake is the highest it ever was at this point of the year. So we're past the middle of September, and it's only 1 meter 6 centimeters below its maximum level. And that's really amazing. So it means, God willing, we won't get rain significantly probably for about 2 months. It's possible to get some rain in November, some serious rain, but that's life, you know. So that's our normal thing. So it could go down another half meter but now, thanks be to God, there's a great supply of desalinated water. So that means the lake, the Sea of Galilee, isn't used for that purpose, for the drinking water and the irrigation water in Israel. So we're on to the book of Proverbs today. We've left the New Testament and gone back to the Old Testament. And the book of Proverbs is amazing because Proverbs usually contain a lot of wisdom of people observing life. And there's a particular line there that struck me in the set of Proverbs we have today, that if you can do something good for somebody who needs it, do it. If they have a claim to help, And the first people I thought of, since we were out there at the Mediterranean yesterday having our Sunday day off and swim, you know, the lifeguards. Lifeguards. If you can do something, obviously, sadly, people have drowned in many places all around the world, also here at the Sea of Galilee over the years. And then the state, the public authority, puts up life-saving means. You know, you have a claim on life. This idea of a claim on life. I have a claim on. I should live. We have to be against death as much as we can. For every human being, in whatever circumstance and condition, we cannot kill. And then not only we should not kill, we should help people who are in need, whose life is in danger. And so we think of all the people who rush to help people in trouble for their life, especially in those tragic situations of drowning, of car accidents, of all kinds of accidents in construction, wherever. And then you have all the medical people who are there to save life, and how they rush, how they think, how they bring all their talent to save life. Fruitfulness of a life spent serving others. One of the stories I like most about this major benefactor of Magdala, Don Antonino Fernandez, was he started a foundation, and it was in the name of his wife. So I'm not sure if it was done before she had passed away or with her help and collaboration. Maybe she instigated, I don't know all the detailed history, but the purpose was to integrate people who have some mental or physical disability, to integrate them into the workforces, into factories, into offices, into whatever areas of work needs to be done. And you know, everybody can do something, even a little child. I remember when we were children, my mother would have us share in the making of the butter. Everybody would get a chance to, with their hand, to turn the churn and participate in making the butter. And that gave great satisfaction. It gave great sense of belonging, of being involved, of owning, having the joy of producing that butter. And the same thing, making a special cake. Everybody could share in mixing the batter, in beating it together, so that everybody had a share in that effort. And to allow everybody to have a role. In a certain sense, everybody has a claim on participation in society and the blessing of life. And that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. To not refuse others a good to which they have a claim. Imagine how our world would be. I was thinking about both of these things. Oh, there comes a lot more light now. How both of these things are very much the substance of Jesus' words and actions. Let your light shine. You see how the widow's mite, and he highlighted her generosity. And he highlighted that father who took back a wayward son. And he highlighted so many good things. The person, the faithful steward who took care of the work in all the quiet and all the monotony of life, but was faithfully doing good work. How we need to highlight the light others do. And then to do the good. Just think of the Good Samaritan story. there was a man who was beat up, whose life was threatened. And the Good Samaritan could have gone on the way without stopping like the others did. In that sense, those others weren't really living the Proverbs. And the Good Samaritan did the good to which the other had a claim for his life. He was able to do it, and he did it. You know, so oftentimes we're able to do a lot of things, and do we do it? Do we do it? So there's a great call today, and I think of Jesus as a boy, you know, because Proverbs are very much part of life. I remember when I was a child, there were so many Proverbs. The farmers, the workers. There was always a proverb on somebody's lip. And it was great education because it was like the honey from the comb. It was the powerful wisdom, well expressed, pithy, synthetic. It was so brief, so profound, so true. And I imagine Jesus being raised in Nazareth with all of that type of wisdom and knowledge, and how he then that was his message. Do you have some good proverbs that you pass on, that you use? Maybe you should make a little list of good proverbs today, but especially think of somebody who needs your help today, to whom, especially if they have a claim on that help. Maybe it's even just a smile. People have a claim on our smile. Our face is for them. Our face is not so much for the mirror. Our face is much more for our family members, to bring light out in the cloudy moments and lighten their day. Hey, we got a lot of light here. People, I'm going to say goodbye. I think we're gone over time. See you later, alligators. This will be a nice shot for Instagram now. Oh, sorry, there I am. God bless you.